At it once again, what I got wrong. These that that I got wrong, and some of the interviews and things that were said, they were very, very powerful. But this is just hilarious, and this is something I got wrong, I would say, about Darius. Peep gang.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's all family. I'm not going to let Kelly off the hook. No, don't let her off the hook. Everybody had crushes on my sister. You're still my sister. I'll still be my sister.
So, speaking of crushes,
so look, this is what I'm saying. Okay, I beat you down if you messing with my sister. So this is the first thing what I would say that I got wrong is like, no, Darius for real about this. Like Kelly's like for real, like his sister. Like, no, I will fight you, bro. Like, I will fight you. But then peep this here. Let's go a little bit more. Hold on.
Right, like, okay, yeah. So I had the biggest crush on
Hey,
you.
you used to be my homeboy.
I'm just
You used to be my homeboy.
I got to finish my sentence.
You know what I'm saying? This used to be my partner.
But wait. There's a caveat to that.
Because you see how Darius said you used to be my homeboy because he just having crushes on my sister, and then dude's like, I had a crush on you, and Darius is like, look, I thought you was my brother, and I love that there's kind of both these sides of him. But the other thing I thought was so special about Darius is this man will spend something positive on any person. Like, he's not going to let you throw dirt on them, and he's not going to. And so check this out. When most people would take a shot at OrlandoBrown, right? Just peep how Darius handles this.
That's baby boy, man. God, that's another one. Orlando is just so extremely talented. And man, I'm gonna say this. For all child actors who've gone through this gambit and who've been able to survive and navigate, there's some of the rockiest waters to navigate through. And I'm really proud of Orlando. I'm glad to see that he's is pulling himself together and that he's weathering the storm. Because two things a champion will never do: a champion will never get tired. A champion ain't gonna never quit.
Perfect man, but there is some beautiful and some genuine things about him. And so in this interview here, the guy is asking him, yeah, you been, people get you mixed up with Theo. And so the guy's like, hey, well, have you guys ever talked about it? Had a good laugh over it? Just listen to what Darius says here.
Malcolm's a great guy. I got so much love for that dude. And we never really chopped it up. But, it's just kind of like, a lion sees a lion. Okay. We don't have to talk about being a lion. You know what it is.
Man, he's such a great blah, blah, blah. And then he goes on and says, never met him. So, and I'm like, wow, this is Darius. Like, Darius will throw a compliment at somebody so quick. And I just think that is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Got it wrong is Sean Harrison. This man right here is articulate. Listen to, this man sounds like he could go do some TED Talks. He should be teaching multiple different classes on film and all this kind of stuff. Like, listen to this man. He is Sean Harrison is the antithesis of Waldo. P-Gang.
Got on the show. This is something people don't know, and I made a post about this, but this might be more. We got video of this now. Darius pulled me aside that very first week that I came back, and he said, man, we got to kill this because I think that us as a dynamic duo can do something on the show. And I've never said this to him in person. Like, he knows this kind of things you kind of know about a person and when you have a relationship with them, but you don't get to say it. So I love this dude because he recognized that there was something there for us. There was a lane that wasn't being explored on the show that I wasn't aware of at the time. And so he was the one that helped us navigate the fact that everyone loves the fact that we are best friends on that show, and they love how we ride for each other on that show. It was this now.
No, you're not.
So here we go, looking at it again, man. I absolutely love Sean Harrison's voice, how he talks. And like I said, he's the antithesis of, and he's about to tell you right here, he's the antithesis of Waldo. Here we go.
No. I'm very grumpy. Very grumpy. I have everything like, don't talk to me in the morning. No, don't talk to me in the morning. No, not even coffee. Just I need time to get right with myself, get right with the universe, get right with God, like work on all of these things that are just sort of settled here, release it, and then I'm ready. But people wake up, morning. No. Yeah, that's her.
Kelly. Oh, no.
Yeah. Kelly.
So he's just like laid back.
So here we go, man. So this is what I love. We're going to get to, don't worry about it. We're going to get to my favorite, Kelly. We know we're going to get to Kelly. But this is what I love. Again, you're seeing, Sean Harrison, he's the complete opposite of Waldo. And I think those are the things we got to start respecting about, these people. Like, they're not their characters. We love them as that, but they're not their characters. And I just thought this was a cute interaction anyway. Next, we got Mr. Jaleel, the icon, the legend. And I would say where I got it wrong is he will crack funnies. He seems to be, in particular settings, very easygoing. He also very, very smart. He's very, very smart. he kind of breaks things down and stuff like that. So let's check it out. Let's check out the well, we won't call him the Irk man. Let's respect the man as what he is. But the icon that is Jaleel White. Let's go.
Jury backslamming me. It's like, no, not this. Back then, Bill Cosby could have 4 yellow daughters.
Right.
Wow.
Who did it? Everybody was looking at Sandra and Lisa Bonet and everything. Like, how did this happen? Right. It was a different era where you didn't have to do it. Yeah, you didn't. He could almost, it was weird. He could almost live his preferences and not have to answer for that with a black Twitter.
Right.
That didn't exist. And
We got Brighton James. You know, I wouldn't say where I got it wrong. I would say I just didn't know that he would turn into, you know, the young man that he is today. You know, we know Brighton James was Little Richie.
Kelly, who played Laura, was probably one of my first crushes. So when I was 4 or 5 years old, I'd be the one running around calling her my girlfriend. So we had a special relationship. Or I did in my own head.
Yeah.
But she was a sweetheart.
Role on The Young and the Restless.
So look at this, y'all. I'm just saying, this is Little Richie right here, y'all. Okay, he's won Emmys. You may say after Family Matters, he has probably been the most successful, right? The least likely to succeed has become the most successful one. And look, as I've been raised to say, he's very easy on the eyes, huh? Okay. So we had to get Cherry, okay? Cherry Johnson. Cherry, I would say where I was wrong at, but was surprised at is like, man, this girl, like, she's down. You know, she's really, I would almost say, in a sense, she's like almost the female version of Darius. Like, where she's down for you, you know.
An interview with you and just talk about the TV shows, because there's so much more to you. And if people want to know you, watching a reality show is not how they're going to know you, but they can get to know a piece of you in your heart from here.
Right.
Because it's going to be pure.
Yes.
And it's going to be real.
I love that from Cherry right there. I keep trying to tell you, Cherry, hey, Cherry the fruit, okay? Cherry the fruit. But I love that right there. And I keep saying she really is like the female version of Darius. They're throwing out compliments and they're just so positive. And her channel's really great. I'm not saying I agree with everything that she say. That's for everybody, but besides the Lord. But you know, her podcast is pretty good. I think it's called Cherry's World. Check it out. But she's doing her thing. Very interesting. No, she wasn't on the show. Brandy wasn't on the show, but it's connected to the show. So just peep game.
Just curious, what was your response to Jaleel White?
Well, when I met him, he was Jaleel White. He wasn't Urkel, so I was very, very upset. So I asked him, I said, why aren't you Urkel? I need to see Urkel. I want to meet Urkel. And he said, well, I'm not Urkel. That's not me. And, you know, it was a whole conversation about him not being Urkel.
I love this because, to me, it kills that narrative, right? I love here that Brandy is saying, I want to see Steve Urkel. Jaleel, you cool. I think that most girls her age, they'd rather, you know, kind of be checking out Jaleel White. He a handsome little dude, you know what I'm saying? But she likes Steve Urkel. And I think that is super dope because you just would not think that a teenage girl is like, yeah, I want to see the nerdy guy. And I think that's beautiful.
Right. When you meet people, you want them to be the exact same when you meet them in person. And I was very upset because he was Jaleel. He was really cool. He was like, yo, what's up, Brandy? Nice to meet you. And I was like, I don't want that. I want Urkel.
Yeah. See, this is why I just smashed that whole idea that, you know, queens will not date guys like Steve Urkel. We need to stop it. Okay. First of all, he got Myra and he ended up with Laura and even Brandy was checking him out too. Okay, let's go. And so that I have to go in and say, guys, where I got it wrong with Jo Marie. She seems like an amazing woman. I don't know the situation between her and Jaleel, but the one thing that I'm learning, and I would encourage you, is to listen to your elders. You know what I'm saying? Trust your elders because they know what they're talking about. They've been around the block. They've lived longer than us, you know? So I just wanted to say that this is totally where I got it wrong. Listen to this woman here.
Long time ago, felt like I needed this industry to feed me when I was hungry. I always felt like I could step out of it if I wanted to. You know, that I was in control of my destiny because I was led by a higher power. So money didn't make me, I made the money. And it'll always be like that for me. You see what I'm saying? So.
This right here is what changed it for me with Jo Marie. To me, what I'm about to show right here is really kind of what showed me the person that she really is and changed my whole perspective on her. This literally almost brought a tear to my eye. This is Pete.
Do it. But I tell you what, though, One of my kids that I really miss, I know where Jamie is, and I know that she's okay. I know, but I really miss Orlando Brown.
Oh, man.
Because he came to us at such a tender age.
man.
He was such a beautiful little kid, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And then when I found out different things were happening with Orlando and all, my heart just went out to because I knew him and I knew his mother. You see what I'm saying? Orlando, if you're out there and you see me, baby, I still love you as much as I did from day one. Know that, okay?
She mean every word of that.
Every word.
Maybe we'll get him on Kelly.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll bring him on.
Yeah.
We
Man, so that right there, Seattle Joe Marie, that last little thing that she said about Orlando Brown right there, you know, and even Darius was like, yeah, Kelly, we got to get him on the show. And Kelly's like, oh, yeah, let's do it. That's what it's all about right there. And that told me right there who Joe Marie really is. She has a heart of gold. I admit it, guys. I got it wrong. I apologize to the great Joe Marie. You know, that's where I got it wrong, guys. Trust your elders. Respect your elders. They know more than we know. You know what I'm saying? They know more than we know. I absolutely love the bond that she has with these guys, man, and her. That's all I'm saying. You know, so I want to encourage people in that. And we're going to end that there, man. Love God, love people. May God bless you. May God keep you.